Here we have an unlit traditional candle. It is solid, not hot, not much of a scent, and a dark reddish pink color. We're going to secure it to a glass base by melting the bottom.
Okay, gotcha.
Now we're going to light the candle. And then we will blow it out and relight it by smoke. Ready?
Go. No, wait, no.
Get another match,
Wait,
and
no,
it has to be
no.
really close so that it hits the smoke
Yeah,
when you
get it
blow it
really
out.
close.
Get the other candles, I'll light those.
Why am I lighting this?
Because they last longer than matches.
Okay. Now, are we ready?
You have to be really close,
No.
otherwise it's not going to work.
Blow out the candle and immediately relight it.
Ready?
Yeah. The candle's never touched, but it's still relit.
Now we are going to take some of the wax off. And we're going to try to light the wax.
That's not going to work.
Just use a match.
The wax doesn't light,
not
it just
lighting.
melts. Now we are going to try to light a toothpick instead of the wick of a candle.
The toothpick is burning,
But doesn't last as long as a wick does.
but the fire is dying down.
It burns out almost immediately.
Now let's try a string.
That should
It does light, but it is burning very quickly and is burning out.
It's lasting. I moved it.
Now we are going to relight. Actually, we're going to light this candle instead.
Let me light this wick and melt this bottom. Stick it to this tray.
We're going to place the aluminum foil in a scissor-like form around the wick.
Closing it off from the wax underneath.
We wait for 10 seconds.
To observe what happens.
And
The wick is now out.
now we heat the beaker.
Maybe light this candle just in case. Now, using safety gloves and not burning ourselves, you're holding a beaker right over the candle, but not so much so that we get any smoke. Hold it here for a couple of minutes.
Until a layer of condensation forms on the outside of the beaker.
You can already see the sides of the beaker sort of fogging up. You can see beyond the giant orange gloves.
Once we remove the beaker, we are going to use a little piece of
Test paper.
chloride paper.
The paper tests for the presence of water.
It starts out as blue, and if there is water, it will turn pink. Keeping the beaker with its contents inside, you swab the outside to test for water.
Note that the paper is turning to a pinkish color.
Which you can't really see, and it looks white, but
It is pink.
It works better if you have more water.
Now we're going to repeat and use the Erlenmeyer flask and hold it over the candle.
Watch the gloves. Okay, we need the measurement of that.
A long process. Patience is a virtue.
Okay, now we will add lime water solution.
10 milliliters of lime water.
There's a stopper right here. Stopper.
Stopper.
Stopper. Stopper, Kayla.
And now you shake it.
Do not grab the flask by the top if you do not have very good orange safety gloves because it is very hot and you will burn
You
yourself.
get me a white background.
It's hard to tell, but on there's a cloudy atmosphere within the flask.
You can't really tell.
Take our word for it.
But there is. Formed by condensation. That's it. The end.
The end.